Welcome to Stories in Black American History. This channel is where we honor the past one story at a time. We are dedicated to shining a light on the triumphs, the struggles, and everyday brilliance of Black individuals who helped shape the world. Today we introduce 8 Black female attorneys who made history for women. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris made history in 2020 as the first woman, first Black woman, and first South Asian woman to be elected as Vice President of the United States. However, before her vice presidency and presidential campaign, Harris was a trailblazer in the legal field. She was the first woman, first African American, and first Asian American to serve as Attorney General of California. As a prosecutor, Harris relentlessly fought for justice, including criminal justice reform and measures to protect immigrants. Her election as vice president was historic for the U.S., cementing her as an influential leader in both the legal and political arenas, and inspiring generations of women of color to follow in her footsteps. Taking it way back, Charlotte E. Ray made history in 1872 as the first Black woman to earn a law degree in the United States. She graduated from Howard University School of Law, breaking through the racial and gender barriers that stood in her way. Ray soon became the first woman to be admitted to the bar in the District of Columbia. Here, she began practicing law. Her career was revolutionary. She worked primarily as a legal advocate for women's rights, and her pioneering role opened the door for other Black women to pursue careers in law. Ray's legacy continues to inspire women of color in law. Sadie Alexander was a civil rights advocate and the first Black woman to earn a PhD in economics. Although her PhD was in economics, that didn't stop her from becoming a lawyer. She went on to earn her law degree from the University of Pennsylvania. Alexander used her legal training to fight for racial and gender equality, focusing on segregation and discrimination in both private and public sectors. As a passionate civil rights advocate, Alexander worked alongside groups like the NAACP to fight for equal rights. She also played a significant role in the Black women's rights movement. Her work paved the way for future generations of Black women to take on roles in law, politics, and academia. Jane Bolin made history in 1939 as the first Black woman to become a judge in the United States. Appointed to the Domestic Relations Court in NYC, Bolin focused on family law and quickly became known for her progressive approach to cases involving children, marriage, and domestic issues. Bolin was, of course, a vocal advocate for racial justice and equality, using her position to address systemic issues that disproportionately affected marginalized families. Throughout her time as a judge, Bolin worked to dismantle racial prejudices and to ensure that all people received fair treatment in the courts. Barbara Jordan. Barbara Jordan was a groundbreaking attorney and politician. She served as the first Black woman from the South to be in the U.S. Congress. After graduating from Boston University School of Law, Jordan became a prominent civil rights attorney, using her legal knowledge to challenge racial inequality in Texas and throughout the U.S. Her powerful speeches and advocacy for justice and equality made her one of the most influential political figures in American history. She was a key figure in the impeachment hearings of President Richard Nixon. She famously used her legal expertise to advocate for upholding the Constitution. Her legacy continues to influence Black women in politics and law. With no fear in her heart, Lutie Lytle made history as the first Black woman to attend an all-white law school in the United States, enrolling at the University of Michigan Law School in 1897. Though she faced extreme racial and gender discrimination, she fought through and went on to have a successful legal career, becoming one of the first African-American women to practice law in the state of Tennessee. Lytle's determination to pursue law in the face of adversity is still inspiring. Her work paved the way for other Black women to enter the legal profession. Mary Ann Shadd Cary. Mary Ann Shadd Cary was an abolitionist, educator, and the first Black woman to edit and publish a newspaper in North America. As a lawyer, Cary worked tirelessly on legal issues related to abolition. Her advocacy was instrumental in challenging racial discrimination and promoting equality for Black people. Beyond her work as an attorney, Cary was a vocal advocate for women's rights. She was the first Black woman to enroll at Howard University Law School. She was also a passionate voice in the fight for civil rights, contributing significantly to the development of legal thought and activism in her time. Loretta Lynch made history in 2015 as the first Black woman to serve as the U.S. Attorney General. This followed a distinguished career as a prosecutor, serving as U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York. She gained national recognition for her work in prosecuting high-profile cases involving terrorism, corruption, and organized crime. Lynch's time as Attorney General was especially marked by her efforts to combat police brutality, advocate for criminal justice reform, and promote equality. Not only is she a trailblazer in the legal profession, but her leadership in one of the highest legal offices in the country continues to inspire Black women in law.